Hey, what's this? A Rainbow Ninjaman stream on time. I can't believe it. A Rainbow Ninjaman stream where he doesn't go away and scream about how he wants to do work. I don't believe it. Welcome to the channel. We are out here playing some Fruit Ninja VR2 once again. We are once again hitting some fruit. Why would you watch this guy here? That's me. That's not a legitimate score, but I have a similar legitimate score. Similarly good, and you know, Dakota's got me there. Have some shenanigans over here. Someone claims. So these leaderboards are split. Someone claims to have a bit of a glitch. I think that was a Skull Gamer. There's a glitch that lets you get twice the score on Wavemaster. So someone has a solid score there on the Quest version. These are the Steam leaderboards. People have some pretty crazy scores here. I'm competing pretty solidly. I'm not ashamed of my scores. Today, though. Whoa, hey, there was some movement here, wasn't there? Today we are playing some Blades mode. Though. And that's a little bit abnormal. And a large part of the reason that we want to do that today... Yep, I need to get back and practice. So let's see what we've got. Perfect reflexes. I've got that wrapped up. We could go... Oh, this is the one that has the weird glitch. Well, let's do this. Play some of the rhythm game a little bit. Yep. This is pretty clean, but if you break the streak at all, you're just totally screwed. I don't know what happened there, actually. Because that was a really good... And that was going well. Garbage. Not good. A blush compared to what I have. You see, you really do have to have it, it's pretty tight. Because people have totally played this to exhaustion, like... It's not just a matter of hitting all the fruit. You gotta hit them in time. Get those 10s, right? It was going good. See, only got half of them on the last one. That combo is a lot of the point. It's a very... The rhythm level's very much weighted towards what happens at the end. These ones, the fruit copter level, are a little different. Could feel that going badly. What happens is you can hit critical, but there's only so many fruit on the board. So, these modes are all about getting all the criticals you can. How do you get more criticals? Really? Well, you have to hit all the fruit, of course. Of course you have to hit all the fruit. But you have to hit them in the dead center. Get those criticals. I'm a little off center right now. Let's see where we're at. That was low. It doesn't provide feedback so much. But once you get a little bit of practice, you can tell what's about to happen as you're cutting. And you can see how close you are. Beautiful. Thought I had that. Oh well. 154 is not particularly great for this mode, but it is what it is. Or not for this level, at least. You got plenty of people doing better than that. Just another show of how out of practice I am. And why I need to warm up a little bit. That one wasn't going to go well. Cut a little off guard. Rainbow Ninjaman, you might say. Why are you using your left hand? Don't you know? that you can be more precise with your right hand. I do actually know that. I do know that my right arm is much more precise. The reason you want to cut with your left arm is that when you have that particular cut, it's easier to cut outward than inward, right? And so if you have a cut like that, the fruit comes at you right to left. So you cut right to left with your left hand, and you're going to do a little bit better. It's going to be a little straighter than if you try to do that. That's just tough. You want nice, beautiful straight cuts because that's how you get more fruit. And this is all about technique. Which I have obviously not been doing so great at for that one. But you can totally do it. Unscuff my wires. We are 100% about perfecting this. Which of these do I not have the best scores on? I wish I could see the quest leaderboard. Make it rain is always hard. This is one. This is one that I've always been wanting to do better at. That was bad. Yeah, this one has all of the hard cuts. Backhand cuts, pretty bad. Don't do them in this mode. I say as I do. The backhand cut. That's the hard. Those strawberries? Hardest cut in the game, I think. All of the points in this mode come from that. Or in this level come from that one. So I already know that this is not the run. Let's keep at it. Let's keep at it. This can get it. I can get this. This feels achievable. Left-handed cut first, though. Have to memorize the level. Left-handed cut first. Now it's time for the singleton. Not doing so hot here. All right. Now it's time for the blitz. Low. Bad. Not bad, but not good enough. These 6 apples? Not nearly enough, right? 410, solid score. Don't get me wrong, very good score. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Left-handed sniper. Pretend that didn't happen. Better. That apple was pretty close. So was that a watermelon. I can never get those coconuts to line up like I want them to. This isn't going bad, but it's not going good. Solid, but I still feel like I'm a little less. Ah, that one was to the left. And I can never really get the hang of those. Ah, the funny number. The funny number came up. Perfectionism. Perfectionism on this channel. We are not DSP here. Blaming ourselves is what we do when we screw up. When we screw up like that, repeatedly, you blame yourself. And when that happens, you invoke DSP's name for the sake of school. That's how you become clutch. You just insult DSP. And then everything just goes well. Obviously. Now it's time for this moment. Low. Ah! Ah! I don't think I've ever really hit that. This is pretty normal. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Oh, hope you're well, man. AB, I remember you. I remember you. Actually, I do remember you. It's been a very long time. Happy Tuesday, AB. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Make sure our body's doing what I want it to do. Play some classics. Fix this headset just a smidgen. No, happy Thursdays, man. Tuesday. See those bombs? The bombs, they don't trigger if you're moving slow enough. I feel like this headset, every time I start classic, it just wants to come loose. So let's tighten it up. Oh, there it goes. We are good to start now. Let's see if my hands are in the right spot. And by calibrating it on how many criticals I get if I'm actually trying. And I got 3 in a row just there. I think my right hand is doing its job. Try our left now. Left hand a little less steady, so I'm expecting a little less out of it. Make sure our gear is nice and tight. I think that's kinda sufficient. Show off a little bit. These size are beautiful. and I love them so much. I got really good with them, actually. They require so little. Just a little tap. See, look at that little tap. Not a whole lot. And your fruit? Gone. Completely changed Classic when they let us take Sai in, right? Completely changed the game. It's almost not the same game as, I forgot almost. It's not even the same mode, really, as in the original, because of these Sai. A lot of the skills, like knowing not to go all in on bad decisions. A lot of transferable skills. But it's almost not the same game. Can we get 777? Lucky number. But it's not all about luck. Let that coconut... Whoa! Yeah, let the coconut... Whoa. And that is how I know that I haven't completely lost it. So, I apologize to anyone who came into chat and was like, oh, I'm gonna talk to Rainbow Ninjaman today. I'm sorry. Very sorry. It's classic mode time. I saw nobody in the chat, and so I immediately went to play my favorite mode, which prevents me from talking to anyone in the chat because I can't see them. For the rest of the stream. Probably. Who knows? A social man records himself playing video games, cutting a bajillion fruit. Calibrates his gear based on how many criticals he can get. Yeah, I think that's normal, right? I'm taking a lot of risks I shouldn't be taking. Time to cool my jet. I almost have a run that matters. That line was a goner. Coconut can go. Another coconut can go. Not that one. I love that bomb just like coming down from the bottom of the screen. Just to give me a heart attack. Again. Stop doing that, please. So if the bomb touches the floor, it doesn't count. But the bombs like to bounce up off the floor. And when that happens, sometimes they will hit your side on the way back up, resulting in your body naturally giving you a heart attack. Very small one. Woo! Like that one there. Although that one was my body itself doing that. Sometimes you let it go. Sometimes you let it go. Because that just happens, right? Really, it like wants to bounce into my face. Into my face, really? Bombs are bouncy today. Bombs are really bouncy today. Bruh. Bruh. Look at that, look at that. Just sailing past. 3,000 points. Like it's nobody's business. That's what this is about. This is, really relaxed. Classic mode. Woo! Boy. So why did I pick the side to begin with? Because of events like that, right? Whoopsies. Having a short blade allows you to make certain flavors of mistake. Could have gone for it, but would it have been a good idea? No. No, it would not have been. I should have gone for that kiwi. Doesn't matter. It's all good though. How am I still alive? That was genuinely... I'm beginning to think that Classic is like... How to say it? It's like 95% correct judgment. And then 5% moments like that. Where the correct judgment is obviously a giant risk. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Mistakes being forgiven. I think this is the first... It's not the first run. Whoa, 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 whoa. How many of those moments have I had where it's just like, yeah, you played as like right next to the bomb and you didn't realize it? That strawberry. I saw that strawberry and I was like, no. That kiwi I should have gone for, though. Although every fruit, in theory, can be crit, some of them, you obviously can't, right? You can see some just pop up in the bomb, like that. That one couldn't even be hit. Almost. But sometimes there's just a bomb preventing you from winning. I don't know what was going through my mind for a moment there. Probably literally nothing. And that's sort of how it is. There. Nice and good. You see that? Don't you love it? I love it. I keep talking about how, I am so glad that your mistakes go away in Fruit Ninja when you make them. At least in Classic. It's beautiful. Gotta... I feel like everything is a lot more flowing for some reason than normal. Which is probably... I'm not sure if that's really good or really bad. But my body seems to have a lot more of a flow. Than I remember it having. Definitely, definitely. I'm not even looking at my score too much. Uh, I don't know how to put it, but yeah, today feels very natural to me. What a... Could not have gone through that there. Absolute mistake. I'm not sure what to say right now, actually. My body has taken over very fully, and it... That was a totally cerebral thought. No, 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 we are gonna... not end the stream. Well, not the stream. Well, probably the stream at this point. Goodbye. Fumbled. Watermelon. Completely fumbled. And that strawberry way to the left. I was actually going for the critical there. I need a tighter grip on my left. Could see a lot of wobble. See, I'm not even thinking about it, but that 8,000 points, that's better than you can get out of anyone else. This is true classic master. On this one. I've been busy with work, so I have not been, I haven't been, like, caring about YouTube or at all. No! That one was just like a tough sequence. Oh, hey, AB, what's up? Hey, yeah. Yeah, AB. Yeah, it has been a while, but, you know. No, I totally get it. Oh, and now you have, okay. So, AB, I have Valve Index. I'm glad you remember, yeah, I'm glad you remember me. Yeah. No, it's good, It's good. I do the same thing I do every week, more or less. Not much else to do actually. There are very few games out there for people like me who are score chasing. So it ends up being a lot of Fruit Ninja. I have started playing VR Avoid, but that doesn't have global scoreboards yet. Anyway, it's time to close out the stream, I think. Yeah, work has been work. Anyway, let's get to our favorite lily pad. Oh, you're still here. GG's unlucky. Yeah. It's still that was still a good run, I think. That was still a good run, I think. 8,000, that's still better than anyone else has put out. So the Psy has really changed the game, and I don't think a lot of people have realized it. All of these guys here, these guys got their scores before the game, before the full release, I think it was. And they updated the Classic to be a lot harder. So these runs here were like half-hour runs. Compare with this run here, which is an hour run, right? That was a 1 hour run, which was nuts. The quest leaderboards, they look a little different. There are people who have on there who have figured out that these Psy are amazing for Classic. There's one guy, I think he has like 8,000 points or so, is what he said. So, but still, more than 8,000 points. It's a really good run. I'm not ashamed of it. You wish you could be as good as me? I'll tell you how. Okay. The first thing, you see this Psy? This is really like 90% of the secret. Okay. Look at that. You barely tap. You barely tap. Of course you can still fumble the fruit. But, you barely tap, right? Compare that with these blades. What happens if you barely tap with the blade? That's what happens. Look at that. That's just sad, isn't it? These Psy allow you to make a lot finer movements. Look at that. What's that? Whoopsies. But it allows for a lot more control. See? Much more control. You can still fumble the fruit. That allows you to make little tiny chops, like that. Little tiny chops. And you see all of those bombs? You can just navigate through them. Nice. And slow. You're not moving your blade very fast. Most of the time. So it's a little bit like, it's not like wielding a longsword, it's like wielding a scalpel. Right? And I am someone who has very stable wrists, so my first reaction to seeing the tiny blade be usable was, yes, please. And it just happens that the activation threshold for the fruit is much lower with the side. Look at that. Barely touching it. There are things you can't do with the side, of course. Skewering is really hard. Like, look at that. And if you skewer, it's like a giant mess. But once you get used to this, it changes the game quite a lot. Like a whole lot. Now, of course, you do still need to practice. And there is this part of Classic which is basically designed to trip you up. And it always happens around 600 to 800 points. This bit right here where it just throws a whole pile of stuff at you. If you have the blades, I think it's actually impossible. Because sometimes the fruit will just spawn in the bomb. Like, what do you do there? Well, you've probably seen more than a few times. You just make a little tiny tap. Like that. You make a little tiny tap with the side of your sai. Go in nice and slow. The bombs, for them to blow up, takes more than the fruit. So if you go in and back off when the fruit is hit, nice and slow, you'll be safe. The fruit also larger radius most of the time. So you're just sort of going in, reaching in, and barely tapping. Right at the edge of the bomb, you back off. Now, of course, sometimes the board just looks like that. And you gotta get good eventually. But that, knowing when to back off, proper judgment, it'll get you pretty far. Anyway, I hope that helps, man. Do all the blades play the same? No. No, they absolutely do not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No. Some different blades are different. Different blades are very different. I'm using these default sai for a very strong reason. So no. Blade choice matters. We're gonna go in here and talk about that actually. Since you said that. I haven't tried these other sai, actually. So I don't know if the other sai act the same. But I do know that the blades act differently. So let's just compare the bamboo blade and the regular blade. Right, you can see the regular blade is longer, right? So before all of the new blades dropped, my favorite was the bamboo blade. Because I like the shorter blade. There's a slightly lower chance of accidentally hitting a bomb if you take a wild swing. This legendary blade here, it's a little double-sided, right? Whoopsies. Come on. It's the same length, as the bamboo blade, but it's double-edged, so you can do a backhanded move like that. You can do forward hand, backhand. So you got little nice wrist flicks. This is my favorite blade for the nonsense that I pull in perfect form, because sometimes you need to go wham wham like that. Sometimes you need your backhand, and so for moments like that, you really want this. The two blades that actually seem to play the same are the butterfly blade and the regular blade. These are the only two that I think play the same. They have about the same length. They have the same length. They have more or less the same geometry. Those two blades actually do play the same. This ice blade, that giant edge, causes you to fumble through it a lot more. I don't like it. No, so all the blades, they don't play the same. I don't actually know if all the Sai play the same, though. And I want to test that out now that you said that. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. I know that I'm not going to like this geometry. Oh, you're saying things. Let me respond to you. I'll see you in the leaderboards. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, definitely. Definitely the different blades matter. I think yeah, each blade has its place. Not each, but some blades have their place, right? I think the gravity Sai and the default Sai, they might be about as good as each other. This gravity Sai they're the same length. This one has a taper though. And I can totally see someone liking that taper, right? This blade here, the sun blade, it's got the same problems as the ice blade. Pixel blade, the dull edge makes it not so great. The master blade is a little interesting because it's clearly the longest of the workable blades. It's pretty huge. So it actually has, I think this is reasonable to think that you'd like it in Zen. But because it's so long, skewering fruit is very hard. So I tend to like the butterfly blade for Zen. I'm not particularly amazing at arcade. I think the bamboo blade is probably the best for arcade, even though I keep using the butterfly blade. And probably either the default Sai or the gravity Sai is best for classic. Although I haven't tried the others Sai. Let's give it a shot. Let's give that a shot. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. This is big and thick. Oh, yep, it's got the same punch. What about cutting? Okay, what about the edge? Oh, you can fumble. You can use the edge to fumble. It doesn't quite play the same, yeah. There are elements to it which play the same. Can I skewer? This seems viable, but what do I think about this? It seems like it would be viable, but it's pretty thick. So you can imagine accidentally punching something. These do play very similar, but the size actually matters a lot. Whoopsies. I've never actually tried it. I was just using the principles. This is the thinnest. I think this or the gravity sigh. I think... So all of the bows play the same. What about this boy? It's shorter, actually. I've never really looked that closely at these. This is shorter, though. It's shorter, but it's thicker. Huh. I've never considered this, actually. This might be better. I think I'll try that next time, actually. What are those called? The crescent sign, huh? I think I'll try out the crescent sign next time. See how that goes. Oh, keeping me longer than I usually go? No, it's fine. How many hours do I have? Let's see. Okay, let's go through. How long did it take me to get to this level? Well, the correct answer is how many hours did I sink in? Let's go and check. It's quite a few hours, actually. Let's look at that. 169 hours. I have 169 hours in this game. Would I say it's a personal preference on which blade you play? In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. This is obviously the worst. This is just bad. Each blade has it. A lot of each blade has its place, but you really should use them in their place, right? So, show you a little bit about Zen, really quickly, right? This is the perfect example. Let's take our bamboo blade. So what's good in Zen is skewering, right? Because you skewer and you save the fruit for another combo. Like that. There's no critical, right? So every fruit counts. Every fruit is at most 2 points. So skewering matters. So you want the blade that helps you skewer the best. But length also matters, right? Because you want to be able to hit all the fruit in a nice big sweeping motion like that. So if the blade is too short, sometimes you'll miss the fruit. So this bamboo blade, not quite so great. See? The butterfly blade I think is best. Is 2 fruit skewers the max? No. The reason that I only bother with 2 fruit skewers is because that's enough to get the combo. But 4 is the max for this. 4 is the max for that, I think. And I think it depends on the blade. It might depend on the blade. So let's pick the longest blade here. And see how far it is. I think it's 5 for this. Let's not worry too much. Nope, 4. If you skewer too many, it just pops one off. Yeah, 4 seems to be the max. And then you want to skewer as much as you can. Yeah. Practice more and Zen with different blades. Definitely, it kind of depends on your arm length. I think the bamboo blade, or Sensei's blade, or the master blade, or even the legendary blade if you're doing a lot of wrist flicking. All of those valid choices for Zen, depending on how big your arms are. Mine are big, but a bigger blades tend to be better for this, so I think I always use the butterfly blade. Because if the blade is too large, you have to reach back further to skewer. And I think the butterfly blade is a good balance between those two. Although the longer master blade is totally valid. Classic, absolutely. Default Psi or the Gravity Psi. I will try out those Crescent Psi. I'm gonna try those out at one point. But those work well. Arcade, I think the bamboo blade might be best. And perfect form. I'm gonna show you the hilarity with perfect form. There's a bunch of glitches in that. I drop those. Watch this. Take our blade out. Notice that is a blade. This is how you do that. You take your crossbow. You drop it at the last moment. And then you do this. You're really supposed to hit these with the crossbow. But it's not really mandatory. This mode has a glitch where if you hit 50 fruit in a row, your score, it breaks. And it breaks in a really predictable way. Ah, I can't show it off this time. Can't show it off then. Oh well. You got long arms? You ever mess around with the bow? Oh yeah, nice bug. Yeah. It's actually unavoidable. It's an actually the score bug is actually unavoidable. Like you really can't get around it. The swords are actually intentional. Like they really did want you to be able to take any weapon into any game mode. So I think the crossbows are intentional. like dropping the crossbow and taking 2 swords, and like they wanted you to be able to do that. But the glitch with the score is totally not. Which I'm gonna show off now if I can. You've got long arms. You're probably actually gonna do better at this than I do. I got pretty long arms too. But I'm only 6 foot tall. So I can hit these fruit that come in high. 3 more fruit, and I'll be able to show you the nonsense. There you go. Score is broken. And you can do that pretty much forever. But I don't want to right now. The bows I suck at. And you know, so I don't play it as much because I just suck at it. And see what else. Keeping me up for longer than I normally play, I don't mind that. Like, I'm cool, man. I normally go for an hour, but what is it now? I mean, if someone's gonna, like, come and say hi, I'm gonna oblige them, right? I'm gonna put on a show. At least a little bit. Someone found a glitch that allows you to get double the points for each of these crossbow for each mode, actually. For each mode, which is why Zen mode looks like that. That score there, I'm not holding that out as a legitimate good score. The good score is like 542, I believe. Or something like that. It's not that. That would have been a good score no matter what. Like, half of that score is 521. Which is a really good score, but it's not... It's still not better play than I've put out. Yeah. So, gotta be clear about that. What else is there? I think those are the big things. Pick your blade properly. Keep in mind that that's just not possible. Like, I think it's 542. But it might have been higher, or it might have been 553. It's been a while. But that score is on my, on my channel. Somewhere. And you can do the same thing in arcade. I haven't done that, but you can. And in... I think in every crossbow mode as well. The devs don't update... No, they don't. Devs aren't updating the game. I'm just doing the thing that I normally do. Until something else comes out that allows me to show off my skills at sword. Yeah, let's take a drink, actually. What's the difference between ninja rank and... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The difference is that ninja rank shows you where you are, and it centers around you, right? So you don't see all of them. You only see the guys around you, right? And top 5 it shows you the top 5. So when you see me play, there's no difference. Get some water. Yeah, when you see me play, there's no difference. But when you go play, you'll notice the difference pretty quick. They're the same leaderboard. Yeah. The top 5 privilege right there. I think that, yeah, it gets shown much more readily on the bows, you see. Not nearly the same type of performance. That's what you should see when you that's the normal thing to see. You're right. No, it's a flex. Yeah, it's a flex. I mean, it is just how it is. It's just how it is. There are some in the. I think there's at least one in this one, because my rhythm is bad. There's got to be at least one of these where I'm not top 5. And of course, I'm gonna look at the music ones first. Did I actually spend enough time doing these that I... Nope, there it is. Number 6. And this is all Steam leaderboard, so... Oh. And this person managed to get some glitch, which puts them at the top of the leaderboards for a lot of these things if you look at them. So maybe not. Oh well. Anyway. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this. I am... my voice is gonna go out soon, so I'm gonna wrap up stream. But thanks for coming in. Like really, it's good to have someone come in and say hi. I love it. I love it. Don't lie. Don't lie. Stuff good too. So anyway, let's do the usual outro. And then I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go down to the store, get some juice, and have a nice evening of playing Beat Saber off stream because I suck at Beat Saber. This channel is largely a score chasing channel. In practice, that means I play a lot of Fruit Ninja, but on occasion, that'll be other games as well. I play VR games with scoreboards that I think I can top, and then I go top them. That's what this place is about. If you like that kind of content, like and subscribe. I try to be consistent about streaming Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Time. That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Mountain Time. 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Lately, that hasn't been happening so much because work has overtaken me. But that's what I try to do. So, you want to see me? That's the most likely time to come in and say hi. Liking and subscribing, definitely the thing to do. But I do not want you to... Oh, whoa. Do not super chat. Regular chat in the regular chat like you have been, AV. You'd watch me play Beat Saber? No, you wouldn't. Trust me, I suck. You would not. You would not watch me play Beat Saber. I suck so bad at it. Yeah, regular chat in the regular chat, and I will respond to you. do not turn off ad block. I make $0.00 off of this, and I plan on keeping it that way. I like my job. I spent 10 years in college learning how to do it. It's a fulfilling job, which actually uses my degree and pays well. That's better than most people get, and I'm not changing that. Anyway, have fun and stay safe. Maybe I'll see you another day. But, see you next time, man. Good night. And thanks for coming in. Ah.